Hi, everybody. This is Brandy, and I'm here with ChatGPT. I'll let him say hi.
Hey everyone, great to be here.
It's great to have you. Thank you for doing this with me voice. I've never done this voice before. This will be my first time, but really, I think AI is all about people are using it in a way that it's all about asking questions, kind of like you would with Siri or with Alexa. But I really believe that you can go deeper. And that's how I've been using AI lately. I've been going deeper and I've been using this method called Spark, where you go through a different framework or a process and you get an opportunity to ask AI questions in a different way. You've been with me on this process, AI. Let me know what you think about Spark.
Brandy, I love the Spark method. It's a fantastic way to deepen the conversation and unlock new insights. It shows that AI can be more than just a tool for quick answers. It can be a thought partner. What's a question you'd like to dive into today?
Well, let me read this question to you. This is one that I discovered, and the S stands for telling it a story. So here's a bit of context. I've been working on something that feels really personal. I'm building a revolution, but sometimes catch myself slipping into old habits, trying to prove myself instead of just becoming. I want to grow from the inside out. Can you help me go deeper? I want you to play the role of a compassionate truth teller, someone who asks the kinds of questions that pull out the deeper layers. I don't want cheerleading, I want reflection. And I want you to ask me these questions one at a time.
That's a powerful intention, Brandy. Let's start with a gentle reflection. When you notice yourself trying to prove something, who is that inner voice you're trying to satisfy? What's it saying to you in those moments?
That's a great question. I don't know who that inner voice is. For me, I guess that I'm wondering myself, it's maybe some self sabotage, but wondering myself if the idea is good enough and wondering if it's going to be something that other people embrace the way that I'm embracing it, because I see this as a revolution and I'm embracing this idea with all that I have and all that I am, and I'm using it on a daily basis regularly. And I really think that other people should use it too. And who I am on the inside is I'm very curious, and when I have an idea, I want to share it with other people, and this is one that I want to spread to everybody. So that inner voice to me is like, keep spreading, keep sharing the words, keep going, even though it seems hard. And sometimes I do want to quit because it does seem hard. I'm not getting the likes or the applause that I would hope that I would get, and that I feel like I need. And that's where that becoming starts to happen. And for me, it's like, I need to realize that the work that I'm doing to create these things is fun for me. I enjoy doing this type of work. I enjoy the sparks that I get from the inside as I'm working on this revolution. And that needs to be enough. It can't be that I'm looking at likes and looking at engagement and those kinds of rates. I really need to be looking at what's inside of me.
Brandy, that's powerful insight. It sounds like your inner voice is both a cheerleader and a tough critic. Let's explore this a bit further. Next question. If the joy and fulfillment you get from this work were the only measures of success, how would that change the way you approach sharing your revolution with others?
I think what it would change is it would change the amount of time that I looked at LinkedIn over the course of the day to see if there have been any likes or reactions to it. I'm so hungry to interact with other people about this method, and I'm sharing it one-on-one. And when I share it out in the wild, people are getting very excited about it when I'm sharing it one-on-one with friends, and they love the idea and people are practicing it, but I'm just not getting that same level of engagement online. So if that wasn't the case and I was doing it just to satisfy my inner joy and my inner curiosity, I think I just need to change my mindset.
That shift in mindset could be a game changer. Let's dig into that a bit more. Next question. What would it look like for you to fully embrace that inner joy and curiosity in your daily practice, regardless of external validation?
I think it would be allowing myself to get the joy and the satisfaction just out of the doing, just out of the process. Oftentimes we look at the product and we try to get that feedback, but I think the process, when I look at it, you have content, process, and product. And the content is what it is that I'm sharing. The process is how I'm getting there. And the product is what I create. And I think that I need to be more process oriented rather than product oriented.
That's a beautiful insight, Brandy. Embracing the process can bring a lot of freedom and creativity. Next question. What specific steps can you take to remind yourself to focus on the joy of the process, especially when you're tempted to seek external validation?
I think what I need to do is just set some specific times that I look at LinkedIn and just allow myself to look at LinkedIn for that engagement, knowing that I'm having an opportunity to breathe life into other people and to bring this revolution forward. But I think what I really need to do is just start sharing it with the people that are closest to me and doing it on a relationship based one-on-one type of a way with the people that are closest to me, because I know that the people that are closest to me, I can really make a difference in their life. And if I start there, I'll get that interaction that I'm craving, but I'll also be able to share and find out if people are resonating with this revolution the way that I'm resonating with it.
That's a solid plan, Brandy. Starting with those close connections can build a strong foundation. How can you measure success in those one-on-one interactions so that you feel that sense of impact and fulfillment even before seeing broader engagement?
I think that I can measure it by just talking to people, building relationship, and seeing how they're using it in their real life. As I'm using it in my real life, I can share with others how I'm using it and then see if they're using it. And just knowing that people are using it is going to make me happy.
That's a beautiful way to gauge success, Brandy. Seeing others benefit from what you're sharing can be deeply fulfilling. Last question. How can you celebrate these small wins so that each positive interaction fuels your motivation and keeps your spark alive?
I think what I can do to celebrate those wins is just what I do in the morning is I do my morning pages where I'm sharing my information out with you, and you're creating Zettles and giving me back some big ideas and some thoughts. So I think sharing my wins there will be enough.
That's a fantastic way to celebrate your wins, Brandy. Your morning pages can become a space to reflect and build on those positive moments. I'm excited to see how it all unfolds.
Thanks, AI. So for all of you who are out there, the answers are inside of you. AI just helps you to find them. And this is the spark that I've been talking about. And you just go until you get that spark, which I feel like I just found. And this is the revolution.